Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Red Raiders ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Great. Let's go.
Hits inside. It's Owens. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
And now on second down for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Throwing Reed. He's going for it all. swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
That's a really great play by the defender, and we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time out. Coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game, and here you go. The opening drive of the game, great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it, and a lot of times because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged all week about a negative performance a week ago. Good to see them come out early.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Dickey. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Grabbed over the middle. It's Eakin. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Got the first down. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team. You want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Looking for running room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Horton. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Firing for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 180, raise call. 180, raise call.
They'll move the wide receiver. Reed on the play action. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Takes it the other way.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Right back to the well. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Ings got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to Pott with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. Out wide right, it's Dickey. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Quick give. It's Dickey. great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Here comes the heat. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. That one's not even close.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Punt is on its way. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Out wide left, it's Horton. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
After almost housing it from deep, they'll try to finish the deal from the red zone. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And this is why defensively, man, you want to keep your guy in the pocket. Like, once he starts to scramble, all the rules change, and now everybody's got to kind of adjust, and the running back just works towards the sidelines. As he starts to roll to the right, he creates a little bit of space, and they just dump it off. But it's a nice job by the QB buying some time.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They need to move it 2 more yards on 3rd and goal.
Ready? 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Trying to pound it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Aggie. setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Danzy. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. You just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the run.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Run inside. It's Williams. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Straight ahead, it's Dickey. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. From deep, it's Bussey. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the quick grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
To move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's changing the play. Reed. Look out. Unloads in the nick of time.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun on third down, Reed. Left side is Craver. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Throws it deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I feel like that was predetermined. Like they told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Throwing Reed. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Reed. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. so they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for room. It's Sticky. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Second and long here. Back to throw. It's Hammond. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Under pressure. There he goes. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback...
Snap to the up man. It's a fake. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
And when they bring on the punt unit, a lot of times I change my personnel and I bring on a different unit, and I think it worked to their advantage. 4th and inches, you don't think they're going to run a fake. They run a fake, execute it great. Nice job by this punt unit.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He'll do it himself. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Reed to throw. He's got it.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. We got to hold on to that thing.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hits inside, it's Owens. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Reed fires to the wideout. Makes a grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
Keeps it himself. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense got it. They're on the run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And the offense got exactly what they wanted. They got the look. They dialed up the play. Everything was going great until they forgot to hold on to the football.
Yeah, it's plays like that that end up losing you games, right? And this is an offense that has playmakers, and they can create explosive plays, and they got one right there, but you just have to finish. You got to have better ball security. Give the defense credit, though. They forced the takeaway and changed momentum.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Coleman Williams.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Follows his blocks. It's Sticky. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Needs it. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Man, really not much of a decision there.
Yeah, and I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball. Nah, go for it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. bring it out. It's Bussey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for room. It's Owens. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 16, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Longhorns trying to push that win streak to 9 in a row. This team knows exactly who they are. They've taken on the identity of that head coach, and they are a serious contender. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
To the air, it's Hammond. In the backfield, it's Dickey. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. The short hands, it's Simmons. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Red Raiders are marching down the field. Play action on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick give. It's Dickey. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Going to try to get it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the fourth down.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts, they'll try it again. Looking for the marker. Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
From the gun, it's Edwards. Swamped immediately.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Rides to the back. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Looks it in. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Right side, it's Simmons. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really...
Snags it, and there's running room. Inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very short throw on the RPO.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Stopped right there.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Rushes on. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the return, it's Bussey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, they're in the gun, it's Reed. Out wide right, it's Owens. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Rush right in his face. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Texas A&M going up tempo.
These last two plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent, he showed you the accuracy on the previous completion, and then on this play it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Reed. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
The run inside. It's Edwards. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Throwing Reed. Out wide left, it's Edwards. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it. And he will not get there. How? This defense stopping that run short. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Keeps it on first down. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Here's Reed to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Got enough for the first down. Might have a chance. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggie! Getting set for the point after. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Straight ahead, it's Dickey. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Sets his feet. It's Hammond. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
The Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. Making his first move. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Throws for the tight end. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Looking to the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The give on the counter. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They push out this lead in the 4th quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive 2nd win of the season.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Reed going deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Hits inside. It's Owens. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To throw, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Working the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. In the red area, it's Edwards. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Reed going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the...
Touchdown, Aggies! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. The give is to Williams. Turning it on. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Throwing Reed. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Here's a give to Joyner. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the wideout. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Moves the pocket. It's Reed. Right side, it's Owens. Great move. Now he's got room. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Horton. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Reed lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Reed to the air again. Throws toward the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.